What's going on, Legionnaires? Welcome to an episode of the Legion of Comic Correction. We talk all things comic books. Woohoo!
That's right. Where's right.
There it is.
There he goes.
Oh, man.
There he goes. One air horn.
Just don't feel right.
Something's a little off there, man. You missed your cue. Usually you're like right on top of that, man.
No, I know.
What
he's
happened?
always, everything
okay?
You all right over there?
You just want to give me like a three-legged stool or something?
Yeah, you look a little smaller, man. There's something
He's been working out.
He's been. Where's your neck support?
My massive head is just not supported right now.
Have we created a Legion bobblehead? New merch.
His neck is not supported. My massive head.
I already look small enough or big enough.
What?
Already look
Nobody
small
here has
enough.
ever been like, you know what, Harry looks small.
I tell him that sometimes.
What?
Just
Really
to
knock me down.
knock him down a few times. Be
Does
like,
he then pick
"Man,
you up
you're
and
looking
curl
pretty-"
you?
Yeah, he does. And then I'm like, don't you feel a lot better about yourself? And he's like, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Harry, what do you mean?
Logan, change my chair.
Hey, you got a great shirt on, though.
Thanks.
That's a great shirt.
You
That
do.
is a
My wife.
amazing shirt.
My wife.
I don't know if anybody can see it. You're a little low.
It sure brings you a little out of
brings
frame
it down
there.
a little bit out of frame there.
That's Hawaiian. Which is that, a clone trooper helmet though?
Yeah.
Nice.
No,
it's
Stormtrooper.
That's
OG
Stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper.
I thought it was the clone. But
She doesn't
it's not.
buy the new.
Well,
what are they?
but they're also, but they're the new, but they're the old.
No, what's the first Republic?
Oh, the new order.
New Order.
New Order.
First order.
First
First
order.
order.
Whatever.
I don't know what that's.
Doesn't
I don't even
exist.
know what that is.
The,
Doesn't
the new
exist.
old.
Can't
lame
even say
order.
it.
Kylo Ren having a tantrum. Anyway, we're not talking about Star Wars today. Not yet.
Not yet.
We will be. We've been doing a lot, guys. We had last week we talked about Star Wars. This week we're taking a break and we're talking about X-Men.
Yeah.
97. And then next week we'll be back to Star Wars.
More Star Wars.
And then the week after that we'll probably be back to Star Wars again because the Acolyte is going on right now.
There's too much
And,
Star Wars going on.
We're watching it.
We're kind of watching it.
Yeah. Check out our socials.
Anyway,
we've talked
X-Men.
We've talked
Yeah.
about it a little bit on our socials.
Let's talk about X-Men.
Take a look.
Let's talk about something legit here.
Yeah, we are. So if you have, guys, spoilers, because this is pretty new still. X-Men 97, it's out on
Yes.
Disney Plus.
Yeah, it is a little bit new.
It's a little new.
It's wrapped up recently.
It's
That's
It's wrapped
fair.
up. It's wrapped
It's
up.
not like the first episode.
No, because it was week after week.
Yeah.
But again, and it's, I feel like it's one of those. To me, it's if you're in the world like we are, it's you see it. But if you're not, it could be a hidden gem. Like it might be nice. It's animated. Not everybody's like, ooh, animated stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you might not know it's there. It's on Disney Plus. If you haven't seen it and you like the X-Men,
You don't know it's there. You better find out.
go watch
You better
it.
find out.
Yeah, go watch it and then come back here and
Worth
listen
it.
to us. Don't let us
Worth
spoil
it.
you
Oh,
on this.
no, we can spoil it.
I don't know, man. Usually we say that, but this series is good.
It's real
I'd
good.
rather them
It's
enjoy it.
real good. This is top tier superhero TV shows.
Yeah,
Not
in
just
general.
animated,
Yeah.
like just shows.
Yeah, we'll talk about that at the end of this episode about what we think is like, what does this match up to when it comes to just superhero TV shows? But guys, if you like comic books and you like podcasts to talk about comic books, we're the podcast for you.
That's true.
We're here on YouTube. We're on all of your major podcasting networks and systems and all that stuff. So check us out those
Temu.
places. But if you're on YouTube,
Temu. We just got on.
We're on Temu.
We just got on Temu.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Roku
Alibaba.
channel. Are we on the Roku channel yet?
Alibaba. We are on the road. We are for sure on the road.
We're for sure on the Roku channel.
Yes, yes.
For sure.
All right, well,
Everyone's on the
if
Roku
you're
channel.
if you're on YouTube, guys, go down, like, and subscribe. Hit that bell so that you don't miss an episode because we put out episodes almost every week. We have lives and we're busy. But if you guys help us and
Jake Paul.
support us, Jake Paul, is he going to win
He's
against Tyson?
not fighting Tyson right now. That got pushed back because Tyson got hurt in training
Got hood.
because he's 70,000 years old.
Still
And
kill a man.
still
Actually,
better fighter than Jake Paul?
Mike Tyson, I believe, 100% will kill this man.
I think so.
There's no
I think
doubt.
so.
He
I
made it very clear. I'm out here to.
I think
end
he'll
his
just
career.
I think he'll just black out and it's just going to be over.
I watched some of the videos, and I don't care what people say about well, it was only a short clip,
Right, or they
That
sped it
man
up
is
a little bit or
hitting
whatever. Yeah, it's terrifying.
Hard.
It's terrifying. All right. Check out.
You know what else
other
hits
things
hard?
on YouTube.
X-Men 97.
Yes, that perfect transition.
Guys, if you want to like and subscribe, that helps
already
us
said
out.
this.
I know, but you guys keep
Just
moving
move
things
on.
along.
People
I'm
get
trying.
It. It helps the almighty algorithm. Move on. We hear you every week. Let's
It
go.
does. And listen, about
Chase, we want to talk about
almost
X-Men.
80% of you are not subscribed.
80 now?
Yeah.
It's going in the wrong direction.
Because people keep watching us, but
This
they don't
is
push the
ridiculous.
button.
Push the button.
Push that
Gosh,
button.
If you push the button, then I don't need to hear about
Just push
this
the button and
next
silence us.
time. My
Right.
gosh.
Yeah, if you push the button, I'll stop talking about it. All right. We have
No,
links
we
in the
won't.
description down below, though, if you want to help support in a bigger
Oh.
way. We've got our
So,
website down there,
just keeps talking about it.
legionofcc.com. Go there to get sweet merch like that, sweet merch like this, and sweet merch like that over there.
The garbage.
Yes, that's right. And
Hey,
you guys
garbage.
doing that, guys, helps us get better. It helps our channel improve.
You can help me buy a chair back.
Help you buy a chair back. It'd be lots of great stuff. If you really want to buy us all chairs, you could become a Patreon supporter. Link in the description down below. You get extra stuff. You get early release of podcasts. You get behind-the-scenes photos and artwork. You get
Quizzes.
polls to vote on. You get quizzes.
You get to do our
about
taxes.
our personal lives. All kinds of cool stuff. So
Yep.
go there. In fact, if you were on our Patreon, you would have got early access to our latest animated short of the Legion. So
Great.
check it out.
Let's give a little golf clap. You got one? There we go. Thank you, sir.
That's a little more than a golf
Sorry, my
ball.
chair is throwing me off. I can't see it.
Full blown.
I'm usually like,
Man,
usually like here.
the buttons.
One of the first things I ever asked Greg was like,
Yeah,
"Yo,
it was like 4
why don't
years
you
ago.
do animation?" And he was like, "That's really hard."
Well, I was like, okay, let me do. I did a little promo for us at the
Yeah.
very beginning of our channel.
Looks great, dude.
Yeah, and you were like, that. No, I'm talking about like 4 years ago.
Oh, it was
when
the
you
rage
turned
and
into the
reason.
rage monster.
Yeah.
And you were like, man, that's so cool. Do a whole episode. I'm like,
Right.
dude, this took me like 10 weeks to do.
Right.
And you were like, oh,
I
okay,
was
maybe
like, I
not.
don't care. I don't care.
Anyway, what's your reasoning for not doing it?
Right.
Yeah, exactly right.
Time?
Yeah, time,
Time,
life,
effort.
marriage, child, whatever.
Who cares?
Yeah, well,
Oh,
now
terrible reasons.
Not true.
I've done a
Sorry,
little,
Jamie.
I've done a little
Sorry,
bit.
Parker.
I've done a little bit more of the animation, and we're looking at possibly doing a short Legion episode that's animated.
That's
so
right,
if you
that's
want to
right,
see
that's
that,
right.
drop it in the comments down below, and we'll
Sure.
get out there. Yeah, don't just go on all your dummy accounts and comment about that. Okay.
What dummy accounts?
Yeah, exactly right. All right, we're talking about X-Men 97.
Stole Harry's chair. 47.
Harry's chair, 47.
It's just a picture of the chair with little googly eyes on it.
Before I throw this chair at Logan, X-Men 97.
X-Men 97.
Please end this
It's
episode.
a good year.
Guys,
It's a good year.
He couldn't get it up. He
watch-
couldn't get it up around the table and
Watch-
everything.
It's like a personal problem. If you guys want to watch this, watch
that
this
came-
episode to the end.
See, it's still down.
To check if Harry
Fire!
throws that chair at Logan. All right, X-Men 97. Oh my goodness, this is bad. This is
We're
what happens
rolling.
when we film at
We're
night.
rolling.
How do we film at night?
We're so much better in
We're
the morning.
so much
like,
better in the
on
morning.
Task,
We're
but this
so
is
on
funnier in
task.
the evening.
It's
But
funnier,
we're funnier
to
in the
us
evening.
right now.
Yeah, it's
I don't know if
generally
it's funnier to everybody
I don't
else.
really
No.
Yeah. All right.
Everybody-
Anyway,
X-Men, the animated series, came out in the 90s. We grew up with it.
Yes.
It was awesome. And then they announced a little bit ago, like a year or so ago, that X-Men 97 was coming out, and they were going to
Yep.
bring back all of our
Yep.
favorite characters.
Yep.
And they were going to start right where X-Men ended, which is where Xavier was. There was an assassination attempt on Xavier, and then he was taken away to the Shi'ar Empire
Yeah.
to be healed, and the X-Men were left to kind of pick up the pieces.
Thought he was dead.
Right. And they did. They
Grieved
started.
him.
They started
Grieved him.
right there, man.
Right.
Right where it ended, and
Yep.
they even kind of replicated the animation style. And man, was it good?
Yes.
Let's talk about it, though. What were some things? Let's go through some of our favorite, like our highlights of the
Oh,
season.
I'm coming out swinging.
Oh
then.
my goodness, here it
Do
goes.
it.
My man, Magneto.
Magneto.
My word.
Yeah, he's great.
This dude finally said, "Let's go."
Yeah.
He went full blown, like unhinged, like unrestrained.
Well,
Amazing.
the best part was though
he tried
he
first.
started. Yeah, he started
Yeah, I mean, so it
in
starts
honor of his friend.
one of the early
going back,
episodes.
yeah.
One of the early episodes. You see that Professor Xavier left the mansion and basically the X-Men
Right.
to Magneto.
What a slap in the face to Psyche. Like Cyclops has been there. He's been there for like
He deserves it.
10 years.
Well, first
Not
off,
this Psych. This Psych's good. This Psych's no James Marsden.
Cyclops sucks. So that's
not anymore. Did this redeem Cyclops for
a
you a little bit?
A little bit.
It's not James Marsden.
I mean, here's what I will
He
say.
was pretty sick.
We saw some of the early scenes with him moving himself with the beam, so he could reposition himself for a better shot.
So smart.
Brilliant.
To stop himself from the drop at the plane.
Yeah.
And let's be honest.
I don't need help.
All I can think of is cue the scene with, did he just jump out without a parachute?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Captain America scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think here's the cool thing they did with all of this before I go into Magneto is everybody in the series got a episode at one point.
Yeah, a chance to shine.
One, shine, but then two, also at a different point, do something that absolutely blows you away.
Every episode had one of those.
But what I'm saying is, like, Magneto's...
Jubes.
Yeah.
Jubes. What a horrible nickname.
She's the worst.
No, I don't even care about that. Like, why would you call someone Jubes?
Yeah.
It just doesn't sound
Well,
good.
no, but she had an episode.
She did.
Oh, she had an episode.
But she never did anything cool is what... Yeah.
The,
she never did anything
Future Jubilee was kind of cool.
She's all right.
She was all right.
I wish she would have just stayed there.
It's not her fault. It's just her character.
Right, they did what they could.
Sucks.
Well, it was
That's all she does.
Just want to celebrate.
As Pete Holmes says,
Right.
she should just be as a part of the Skrillex concert. Just like,
right.
He fires Jubilee.
He does. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I mean, it's one of the worst firings. Like, he rips her apart. Like, you are just pyrotechnics. Like,
yeah. She's better than Angel.
Yeah.
No hollow bones there.
If he crashes into anything, he's just dead.
Snap.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. So Magneto.
Sorry.
Magneto goes all out.
Before I went Magneto, everybody got their own episode, but also had a separate point where they did something really cool.
Super cool.
Like, Cyclops had one of the best moves, and it was actually a partner move with Bishop.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
overloads Bishop, and Bishop goes bonkers on Sinister's, like, whole frickin' setup.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, that was
very cool.
That was like top 3 moments.
I'm not going to take some of the others because I know.
All right, go ahead with Magneto.
Mine is Magneto.
With the neats.
Well, so first he's restrained because he's actually trying to lead the X-Men. He's actually trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Then he gets berated and almost murdered for doing so.
Yo,
he takes the justices into frickin' space to show them I could drop you at any moment, but doesn't. Brings them back down.
But
does
I believe
the right
in my
thing.
friend's vision.
Right. Believes in his friend's vision.
Super cool.
Until
we
think he's dead.
Genosha.
Because Genosha gets lit up.
Yo, my favorite response for him, though, of that was afterwards where he's like, I had to look at that mutant and tell him he was going to be safe and know he was about to die.
Yeah.
And now I can't ever let that happen again.
Right.
Like, that was his break.
And so,
also another lame
so, he shuts down.
Yeah, definitely.
He shuts down the world.
Can he do that now, like today? Here?
I don't want technology anymore. Goes, nope. EMP's the world.
Boom.
I text Greg at this point and I go, did Magneto just EMP the world?
Now,
and he goes, I didn't watch it yet. Don't tell me anything.
Right. Now, in my defense, these came out.
I was like, don't read that last text message.
These came out Wednesday. He texted me like Thursday afternoon.
Right.
I hadn't gotten a chance to see it yet. And all I saw in the text message was, did Magneto just? And I'm like, what?
Yeah, he was like, I haven't watched it yet. Don't read that last text message.
Yeah, I called you. I didn't even open the text. I just called you. I said,
what
are you doing?
So,
what's wrong with you?
Magneto goes full bananas. He has to get drugged back in only by Xavier shutting down his mind.
Right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he would have owned everyone, at which point he finally owns Wolverine. He's just like, I'm done with you, Wolverine.
Dude, that was brutal.
Rips all the metal out of him.
Yeah.
Just rip.
What did he say to him, though? He's like, it's about time or something like that.
I said it's about time. I said it's about
Wolverine time. Wolverine says something like that. He's like, it was it was bound to happen. Or like
it
was
stabbed because he stabbed him from the back,
stabs him
right through him. Yeah, that happens in the comics.
He's just been toying with him all this time.
100%.
At any moment,
he could have torn him apart.
Any part of this series, he could have ripped him apart.
Yeah, and he does that in the comics too. He strips him of all of his adamantium.
Oh, he just rips him apart.
He's got just bone claws.
And here's the thing. I'm on Magneto's side. Just end it. Just end it all. Like, because here's the thing. He was right. Yeah. He was right.
Yeah.
They did the Magneto protocols anyways.
It didn't work, though.
It didn't work. Because Magneto wakes back up and saves everybody.
Yeah, well, no, but yes, but he didn't stop the missiles from hitting asteroid.
Yeah, he did.
He stopped the missiles from hitting asteroid.
Yeah, because he put the protective force over them. And then it disappears.
No. But that was after it hit the atmosphere and was coming down to the planet.
Yes, but he wakes back up and catches it.
No, but
and then starts 100%. To take it back into space.
But the purpose of the Magneto protocol,
stop the rockets.
Right? The purpose was the missiles were supposed to annihilate asteroid M, and they weren't powerful enough to annihilate asteroid M.
Right.
So Magneto had to clean up their mess anyway.
But he then saves everyone anyways. Yeah. Because the asteroid's falling to Earth and about to create the end of the world.
Right, and mutants are down there. He wants to save them.
Right.
Yeah, and we'll get to what happens
Magneto,
when it vanishes. We'll talk about it.
I'm just like, I'm full-blown Magneto, like, kill them all. With human, like, let's go. Mutants run this show.
I don't. No, if you do that, so if you go down that route, you end up doing what, what's his name? Who's the guy, who's the Bastion does at the end?
Oh,
and he ends up creating a utopia for a little bit, and then the whole thing goes to crap. Like, that's what ends up happening. Like, he essentially does what Magneto was going to do.
No.
In the future.
No, because Bastion would have been the only mind. It would have just been one hive mind.
No,
in the future.
Cable?
Caleb's
real name is Caleb.
Yes.
Cable, in telling the future, telling about the future, he said Bastion does create the paradise. And the paradise involves his creations, but also the mutants being like the driving workforce, and humanity is like wiped out. It's just mutants and living sentinels.
Yeah, but
for a while it's good.
He made a mistake.
100%.
You let mutants live.
Right.
What I'm saying is
just kill it. I said just have mutants be. That's it.
Well, he let mutants live with the evolved.
Yeah, I'm talking be just a Genosha for the world.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Genosha for the world.
I think they'd probably mess stuff up anyway. But it was still, I mean,
they weren't messing it up on Genosha.
They existed for like a week. They didn't have time to mess it up.
I don't know. Agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree. Harry, what do you think, man? What was like the highlight for you for this series?
There's a couple of things that people better name, otherwise I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah, I don't want to take too much.
Take what you want.
Yeah,
I'll take whatever.
What's left.
I'll clean up.
I mean, I do love.
I'll take what's left.
No, he'll take what's left.
Okay, yeah.
I said you.
I thought you said I'll take what's left.
No, I said you.
Probably my personal favorite scene was the Bishop power up moment. That was pretty dope. But no, it's okay. I really liked how Gambit kind of got like a good scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Remember
he finally like got like
not just remember him, get ready for
him.
Well, that's what he said. He's like, my name's Gambit, remember it.
Yeah.
And he just blows everything up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dope.
He was dude. Yeah, he got a little redemption throughout this series, a lot more than he did in the other ones.
If you ever want to talk about somebody,
he's real cool.
OP.
He's real cool, cool in the comics, but the show never really gave him as much.
You're exploding.
You're a bomb now, and you're dead.
Right. That's the one Pete Holmes firing I didn't agree with. It's like, are you kidding me? He could literally just blow everybody up. He could just create everyone into kinetic energy. And they'd blow up.
No,
like you keep him on your team.
No, that was
why would you fire him?
I did like it was a decent portrayal of like him and Rogue's like like relationship and how with Magneto it was like a love triangle, but it wasn't like bad, you know what I mean? Like it was just
right.
It was a little weird.
It was well played,
but
it was well played.
It was the X-Men, Ross and Rachel. Will they? Won't they?
Right.
But it was also one of those like I like the way that it played out with Genosha because at the end of Genosha, her heart's ripped out. Period.
Right.
Yeah.
Because she thinks they're both dead.
Right.
And then we see
she lost everybody.
Then we see real Rogue.
Right.
Wait, let's keep going.
I'm sorry.
You're taking all the good stuff. Go ahead, keep going.
No, I mean, like I said, I don't want to take too much, but so I do love when Cable's in anything, really. Like
Cable's
when
dope.
like Deadpool 2.
Can you look up who voiced him? Because whoever it was trying to be Josh Brolin.
Yeah,
like he was trying to sound like Josh Brolin. I don't think it was.
It wasn't. I looked it up before.
It was somebody. I agree with you, Greg.
But he was like trying to sound like him.
It was Josh Brolin off Temu.
It was Renta Brolin.
It was Renta Brolin.
Chris Potter.
Chris Potter. What has he done in the past? Anything?
Well, he's Harry Potter's brother.
Oh, good. Good. He's the muggle. The muggle brother.
He didn't get powers. He didn't get the powers. There's a whole series. Except it's like 76 books on Chris Potter. And it's just like Chris Potter changing a light bulb.
James and Lily,
Chris Potter walking down the street.
They tried to give him to Voldemort, and Voldemort's like, I don't want that one. That guy's not the chosen one.
Yeah.
You kidding me? He
they
drew, to be like
they drew a lightning bolt on his head.
It's him. No, he's not.
This is the one.
He's the kid from Kung Fu, the legend of... The legend continues.
Oh, perfect.
Gold. Let's see what else.
He's the kid from that.
He's in.
I don't even know what.
He's in X-Men.
In what? The original animated
series? No, it compiles all of them together.
Lame.
He's a lot in the Good Witch.
He's Quill.
He's Quill.
Yeah. There's really not a lot.
That's right.
Here.
I figured as much, but he did.
He's in like a lot. He just not
nothing we'd know.
No, not really.
He tried to do a Brolin though, and he did pretty good.
In Spider-Man.
I didn't mind him. I didn't mind the voice, but it was definitely one of those. You're like,
is that Josh Brolin? Nah, that's a discount Brolin.
Discount double check. It's a discount double check Brolin.
Discount double check. Blue light special Brolin.
Yeah.
All right, Harry. What else, man? What else you got?
I thought the whole dynamic between the two different the clone
Madeline Pryor.
Yeah, Madeline.
Oh
yeah. I was trying to figure out what the clone's name was.
Yeah,
Madeline
Maddie Pryor.
It was cool. I liked that. I liked it a lot. I thought they did well with that.
You're not my mom.
You're not my mom.
You're not my mom.
You're not my mother.
Yeah.
He's like, you know. I've been reading.
You're not my mom.
I've been reading to.
You're 67.
I've been reading to Parker the "Are You My Mother" book.
Yeah. I love that book.
That's all I could hear.
You should just draw one and put a page in. It's Cable. You're not my mother.
You're not my mother.
You're not my mother.
You are not my mother.
He's gonna grow up and talk to other kids. They're like, Cable wasn't in your book. Oh. Whatever.
Cable didn't fry the snort.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
No, that was
what happened.
That was a good side story, but also played into it with Cyclops. Like Cyclops was just. Yeah, they did well. They did Cyclops a little bit better in this, but they also just made him I felt bad for the guy. He was just torn. Not only did he have to deal with two of his own wives, but it's also at the same point he's like, do I choose? Is it bad to choose?
Am I allowed to have both? While trying to deal with that,
my 60-year-old son is here.
My 67-year-old son is here.
Right.
And every single member of my team doesn't listen to me.
And doesn't like me.
And doesn't like me.
And the president is making optics puns.
Yes.
The president's like, you need to change your optics, Scott. And he's like, really? Optics?
Oh,
man. Poor guy, man.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go back on it.
Poor Psych.
He's terrible.
No, he's terrible.
No, he's just getting beat up.
He's getting beat up by everybody, man.
Oh, it's awful, dude.
He can't be right. It's like,
he sucks.
He's never going to be right.
Actually,
with his two wives.
They treated him correct in this. He sucks.
He drove the Porsche pretty well.
He sucks. He sucks, dude.
You have the worst
Porsche
actor ever.
I love the fact that
James Marsden.
I love the
James Marsden. They probably visualized him as James Marsden.
If James Marsden does not show up in Deadpool to some degree, I'm going to be so angry.
I hope he shows up and they cut his head off right away. like immediately.
Deadpool comes in, he's like, I'm leader of the X-Men now.
And here we are.
And Wolverine nods at him like,
I've been
wanting to do that for years. And then he holds up the single middle claw.
Right. Which I mean, come on, that's
legit.
That's legit.
Classic.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So what about you, Greg? What do you got?
Yeah, what do you got?
Oh man,
back pocket. What do you got?
Yeah, so one of my favorite. We're talking about
Jubilee.
Jubilee is
Jubilee and Sunspot's romance just really hit me right here.
Sunspot. They tried.
When they're in the changing room and like going over their outfits they're going to wear for the end.
You really resonated with that?
Yeah, I was like,
connected.
Actually, that's what Greg does every episode.
Yeah, he does
it in the corner over there. Yeah. It's off screen. You can't see it. We do. We do. He doesn't think we see it, but we do.
I got my onesie leather jumpsuit over there with the
it's fine.
Trench coat.
Everything's fine.
So cool. Yeah, no bad. No,
so bad.
Thinking about like cool sequences. You guys mentioned a lot of them already, but I think one of my favorites was, I think you know what I'm going to say, the Wolverine Nightcrawler sequence.
Yes.
When the living Sentinels are coming in, and with your favorite part with all the tongues, with all the Sentinel tongues.
I don't like the tongues.
I don't like the tongues.
A little flashback to Transformers.
It's exactly Transformers 2 with the evil tongue.
But you know what? And for those you deep divers in X-Men, it more relates to the phalanx from Generation
Next. I'm not disagreeing.
I know. I don't like, but like they had the weird tongue.
I don't understand.
Logan's got a tongue thing.
Yeah, Logan's got this. It's like an anti-fetish.
I don't know why it becomes the.
Would this be a dislike?
At some point,
an anti-fetish, also known as just I don't like it.
I don't like it. But like, why would
that's why I can't listen to Rolling Stones.
You know what? I've got hands. I've got legs. I could instead.
If you're Nightcrawler, you have a tail.
You got another. Well, you got another like arm.
Yeah, but they don't then use their arms. They literally hold their arms back and they're like,
well, you know what?
And it's like, what are you doing?
It's the same reason as if I ever get into a street fight, I'm just going to strip down naked. It's the same thing.
You're not wrong.
You are
not wrong.
Imagine a robot comes at you.
Start pooping in my hands.
Flinging it.
Imagine a robot comes
Watch out, man.
Right? Robot comes to attack you. It's bad enough it's a robot. Yeah. Then the robot's only using his tongue? Man.
No.
Get me out of here. No, so you know what I would do?
Yeah.
I would do exactly what Nightcrawler did, which was pick up
the
swords.
Yeah.
Three swords.
So he's got a history of fencing in the comics. So it was like very cool to see him. And then we also got like a first person vantage point of what it feels like to go through a Nightcrawler BAMF.
Yeah,
he takes Wolverine, and Wolverine's like arms. He grabs Nightcrawler and he stretches through, like, and he like gets sucked out the other side. It was super cool.
Yeah, that the Bishop power up and trying to go in maybe.
Well, there were a couple like that, and I struggle right now to remember a few.
Yeah,
one of them they wanted you to be, or that you wanted to have.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't remember now. It's what is their name? Oh yeah, here we go.
Morph.
We're gonna show them.
I'm actually gonna bring up Morph now.
No, we're gonna show them why they don't mess with the Summers.
Oh yeah,
that was the Porsche. That was the Porsche driving. He like blasts through the.
Hope you got another one of those grenades.
And then he's clearing with his eyes.
Well, they were making a tunnel through the mountain.
It was lame and cool at the same time.
It doesn't make it any better that I know what they're doing.
Whatever, it's still cool. I was actually going to bring up Morph. I really liked
Morph.
So Morph was cool in the first show.
Morph.
He had a lot of issues with Sinister and just being like tortured and stuff in the original series. And then you get to come back and really kind of shine in this. And my favorite part was that he was like literally every person, like every mutant. Right. He just turned into everybody.
There were some
really cool, like
when he became
people.
Juggernaut.
Oh yeah,
at one
so
point,
cool.
I was like, oh, that's
he just became so many cool people. That you made me think of that when you said Morph. But the last thing I'll say is, and this can kind of, this is a branch out to a question I have for you guys. Is I also really appreciate the inclusion of other Marvel heroes in the X-Men world, like Rogue seeing Captain America in the cabin, and Captain America being with Iron Man and the President during the Genosha or the Asteroid M thing. So that whole I thought it was a really clever way to do it because it was this big catastrophe happens, the EMP, and it goes to everybody. It goes to, we saw Silver Samurai, we saw Spider-Man, we saw Doctor Strange, we saw Iron Man and Captain America, we saw Daredevil do some pretty sick fighting there. Yep. So that being said, there's been rumors that they're making a Spider-Man 98, and they're going to continue the Spider-Man animated series, same kind of idea, same style animation. Make it a little more adult the way this was, make it a little more intense.
This was not a little.
This was not a kid's show. Yeah, it's not a kid's show at all.
It's like definitely upper teens.
So Duke is watching the originals, and it's fun. And then Greg started watching this before me. He goes, "Don't show him any of the new stuff. Don't show him any of the new stuff."
Well, it was like, what was it? It was like the second episode where it's like a whole bunch of stabbings and blood and stuff. And I was like, "Uh-oh, we can't." And then the whole like, you're having sex with my clone, and then psychic sex, or psychic cheating and stuff. It's like, this is heavy stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know which episode I wasn't a huge fan of? I'm just going to be...
The Jubilee and Sunspot in the video game?
Yeah, I definitely didn't.
That was only half an episode.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
What else?
What I also wasn't a big fan of was the whole Storm...
Oh, Storm Forge thing?
Yeah.
That's actually straight from the comics, where she loses her powers to a human military group, and Forge actually gets her powers back, and Forge is the one who created the gun for that group.
Yeah, but Forge doesn't get her powers back. Like
in the comics, he does.
No, but in the show, he doesn't.
Well,
it's like some sort of
the
demon that she has to fight.
It's the crow
to overcome, but it's like something within herself.
Yeah, I forget what it was.
And I'm like, I didn't understand it. I didn't think it was. It was definitely creepy as heck.
It was super creepy.
I was like,
that creature was really
not a
creepy.
fan of this. But
I did like Storm though.
Yeah,
Storm. They did Storm well.
And she got the sick like black suit from when from like the 80s.
Yeah,
with like the little hoop thing.
I'm trying to remember what are some of the other things.
So while we're thinking about that, so we're pretty sure they're going to make a Spider-Man 98. That's pretty sure that's going to happen. They showed Spider-Man twice. We saw him with Mary Jane as well at the very end. Of all the other heroes we saw there in that little like flash, who would you want them to make a animated series on?
No, Spider-Man.
No. Besides Spider-Man. I'm saying we're getting Spider-Man probably. Of the other heroes they saw, like, would you want to see a revamp of the Iron Man show? Because there was an Iron Man show back in the 90s. Would you want to see a Captain America show, a Doctor Strange show, a Daredevil show? Like, which one would you guys want to see be a new show?
Batman the Animated Series.
Yes. Yes.
I'm talking about Marvel.
I don't care.
Batman Beyond.
What hero? You asked me what hero.
Batman.
I gave you an answer.
Batman has enough really great animated things. DC
True.
DC has animation great.
I don't care.
You see that the new
I hear you, and I don't care.
I don't care, and I've given you an answer.
Did you see the new Watchmen animated trailer for the new show they're making?
No.
It looks really good.
No, I can't wait for that. It looks pretty cool. I love Watchmen.
I'm going to go to Harry because he'll actually answer the question. What do you think, Harry? Those characters.
Well, my initial thought was Batman. Okay. Batman Beyond.
There you go. And 1 and 2. Boom.
No, my
Batman Beyond
for Marvel, because that's what the question is. My initial response is like,
what hero?
He did
of those heroes,
but he did say of the heroes shown. He did.
Yes, the ones from the.
He did.
There was
anyway.
There's no timeline.
Listen, you stole his chair. Let him talk.
Yeah. Do you want my mic too?
Don't.
I want that.
He's gonna take it.
Next episode, I'm just gonna have 3 mics.
He doesn't know how to set this up.
No idea.
That's true.
Go
ahead. Who would you want to say?
So, like I said, my initial response would be Daredevil, but we've already gotten like peak Daredevil with the Netflix show,
and we're getting
we're supposed to get Born Again. Who knows how it's gonna be? I hope it's good.
Charlie Cox said they're gonna. He said if you like the hallway scene, they've got a oneer coming up. So that's cool.
But anyway, but honestly, I think as much as I'd like Iron Man, but honestly, Captain America. Like that would be my one that has not been.
I don't think we've
never seen it. That's why
like series.
Yeah, that's why I'd be like,
I don't want. It's
you don't like any of the captains though, so that's not.
Yeah, but you don't.
Captain in the name. You're out of my book.
Unless you're Captain Boomerang.
No, Captain Boomerang sucks, dude.
He likes unicorns though.
Yeah. He does like unicorns, but he sucks.
But Captain America, like with the whole like lineage with Red Skull back in the 60s. Yeah. Like those are good comics.
They are good comics.
Like those are classic comics. And so like if they could do a series with like that or I don't know, something that had to do with like them going back to like wartime or whatever, that would be cool.
Yeah. I would agree. I'd like that.
Then.
Do you really?
I have a real one. Right. Yes, it's actually.
Oh, there's another person. This might change your answer. They also had Black Panther in there and the blip.
Right.
They saw Wakanda.
Change my answer.
Go ahead.
Right. T'Challa's dad.
I would want
T'Chaka.
T'Chaka.
I would want a standalone Wolverine.
Ooh.
Now that the adamantium's been ripped out of him,
with his bone claws.
To have to now go through
bone claws.
You think Sabretooth would come into that?
Yes.
Like, welcome back, brother.
He better. He better.
Yeah.
He's like,
shut up, bub.
He's relied for so long on the adamantium.
Sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And so it would literally be like changing his style.
Yeah.
Ooh, I did like that scene in the animated series, the X-Men 97.
Yeah.
Go back to that when like he was like half blown up and like disheveled. Do you remember that?
Wait, Wolverine?
Mm-hmm.
You mean
he was like pretty messed up and he was like regaining
after Astro Dem and stuff? Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Where he was kind of like he was regenerating.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's gonna have he's gonna be bone claws.
Right.
Which would be pretty cool.
Right.
That'd be cool. That'd be a cool series.
Like just
like
him having to have to go through that. Sabretooth would then be a big part of that. Like that whole thing would be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right, let's wrap it up with the ending here. There's a stinger. So if you guys already saw the show and didn't know there was a stinger, there's a stinger.
Stinger.
Oh. So the stinger, we see the X-Men transported to two teams. One team goes into the past, into ancient Egypt, where we meet Saba Nur, who becomes Apocalypse. And the other team gets sent to the future, where we see young Nathan as he's being raised up by the rebellion of that time period.
You're not my dad.
Yeah. You're not my dad. He comes back like, you're not my dad. So they're in two different time periods, and then we have another stinger that's at the present day, and we see Apocalypse in present day going to the ruins of Genosha and pulling out, calling for death, one of his horsemen, and it's Gambit's playing card. Yeah. So the idea, and Gambit has been death in the comics before. We've had all different X-Men be horsemen of the Apocalypse. Wolverine's been a horseman. Storm has been a horseman. Gambit's been a horseman. So Gambit's coming back as death. And then we've got the different teams at different places. Any like responses, reactions, thoughts about that? What do you guys want to see in the next season? Because it's already been written, and they're already in the staging development of the series.
So I think it's cool, but for me, it's like, why did they end up in two different places?
They're going to answer it, I guess.
And why these groups in two different places? Is it because like they were on different parts of the ship at the time?
Right.
Like I'm a little bit thrown off by
Bastion
that.
probably had something to do with it. With
I don't know.
Blowing it up, and
or
maybe Apocalypse. Apocalypse might have sent them different places.
Yeah. So I think that's what really throws me off a bit. Is like, had they all been pulled to one time period, I would have been more excited. I think I would have been really excited with the Apocalypse piece. But it almost is.
Yeah, and Savino is great.
Because they're showing Apocalypse in two of those spaces.
Right, the third one's got to have an Apocalypse.
He's got to have a third. He's got to be in the third one.
It's got to be him pulling the strings.
And so it has something to do with, and we've talked about this before, where it could be some form of Kang actually pulling them into different points in time
where he was.
When they need to battle specifically at those points in time Apocalypse. And so I like that idea, but that idea only works if Kang is involved in some way or shape or form.
And he could be. I wouldn't mind if they moved somewhat away from Kang in the live action and let him just be an animated villain. Like, that'd be kind of cool. And then they could kind of get rid of the whole.
They need to figure out what they're doing.
I forget, was Doom in this at all? He was like He was in like one of the hologram things,
Doom.
right?
Yeah, Doom was talking to Bastion. One of the holograms. That's true. Yeah, we saw several, and we also saw Baron Zemo in one of the holograms. Yep. So many cool cameos, and done in a good way. A good way that didn't feel like forced. It just felt like it was the world. But I think you're right, though. That's how we're supposed to feel.
If we're going to include that, Fantastic Four TV show
would be cool.
Would be good.
Yeah,
with Doom.
Yeah. But that's how you're supposed to feel at the end of the series, though, because it's like it's a cliffhanger.
It's nice. It's nice not knowing what it is.
What we're doing.
It's typical Marvel MCU stuff. Yeah. So that's like my excitement for this. Is that honestly I'm more excited about this than anything that the actual real live MCU's putting out.
Deadpool.
Deadpool. Yeah.
Deadpool.
But yes.
Agreed.
Deadpool / Wolverine. Yeah.
All
day, every day.
Hugh Jackman.
But Wolverine is in the show also.
Huge
Jackman
with whiskey dick of the claws.
That's right.
Yep.
Usually happens.
I don't know where
Wolverine's over the age of 40.
Just can't get it up.
Go ahead.
Anyway, has a problem. Full circle.
Full circle. Stay tuned in case he throws the chair at Logan.
Yeah, that's right. I can get that up. Anyway.
So you're excited about not knowing.
I'm excited about not knowing.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel like that nostalgia, that just the calling to when you were a kid where you had to wait. Like there was no internet sneak peeks, nothing no people doing like, this is my life's work of figuring out what they're doing next. It's like,
it's kind of our job.
Right. There's no one doing what we do back then because like we just had to wait.
I do miss.
I mean, I did it with my friends like while we were waiting.
Like what could be. But like nowadays it's like someone gets like sneak peeks of it.
Yeah, right. Or
you're like, oh, there it is. I guess I don't gotta,
snap pictures.
They leaked it.
Right.
Yeah, they leaked it.
The thing that is throwing me off a bit. We've gone from TV shows where we used to have to literally wait a week every week for the new episode.
We're back to that now.
I know, which
great.
I don't think it's great.
Only Disney Plus is doing it.
I love the binging of like, hey, here's a whole season. I miss that
sometimes. I like it sometimes. Here's the thing, and we're going to talk about this in next week's episode, the Tales of the Empire thing. Those kinds of things, I like it as a bingeable because they're short episodes.
Well, those are short.
And they're trash.
That's what I mean, which is they're trash. But like something like this.
Yeah, they gave it all because they were like, nobody's going
to wait. Something like this, though, it's neat. I think it's neat to have discourse.
Yeah, it's like an homage to like when you were younger.
Well, and it's like you have a week now to talk about what you think is going to happen. Like that's kind of fun. And then it comes, and then and then we can post about it online and be like, I think this is going to happen. And then when we're right, we're like, see how smart we are.
Yeah,
and then we're wrong. We're like, we didn't say that.
We're like, delete,
redacted.
That was Logan posted that.
Logan, yeah.
That's usually what I just put. Whenever I'm wrong, I'm just like, that was, Logan got a hold of our socials again. No, I guess I got to change the password. All right, cool. Well, yeah, I mean. We've always said DC animation has been really, really great, always on point for the most part.
Yeah,
Marvel has always struggled, and they've been doing better recently. And some might say,
from like 2000 on, it's been pretty rough.
Yeah.
Till
like
now, literally now, till X-Men '97.
No, till like the first season of What If was like the first time we were like, that's kind of good. That's kind of good. And now it's gotten better, and the live action's gotten worse.
Yeah.
So, man. We're excited for season 2. Are you excited for season 2? Check it out. If you haven't checked out season 1, go check it out on Disney Plus, and we will see you guys next time on the Legion of Comic Correction.
Chair.
Watch out.
Watch out.
I didn't watch it.